Neon, you're very proud of your garden, aren't you?
Yeah, I like to keep my garden in like respectable fashion and keep it maintained and whatnot.
Okay, real talk. Do you actually have a garden?
No, I
Okay,
live in a flat.
okay. We'll just. So yeah, you like to keep your garden very clean, respectable, tidy. But how would you like a smart garden robot powered by machine learning to help you with it?
Hmm.
It automatically plants, seeds, weeds, maps, and loves your garden, which is the strangest.
Oh, it's like one of those robots that cleans your room, but instead of cleaning your room, it's just planting seeds.
Yeah, it's a It's a loving Roomba.
Oh, it's a Roomba for botanists. Is that the right terminology?
Might be. Let's watch it. So
We don't need to tell you that the health benefits and freedom you gain from
she sounds
being
like she's
able
about to
grow
burst out
your
laughing,
own food
or she's
are
making fun of me.
immeasurable. But not everyone has time to spend working on a home garden.
That's a.
For
Oh,
years now, we've been working with industrial robots. Very useful but very
That's a
expensive
green
machines
screen.
that help people with
Nothing
real
greener than a
practical
screen.
problems every day. We decided it was time to put our experience in practical
I mean, the
robotics
biggest
to work,
key for that is
helping
that
millions of families
he's in a different
without the
resolution
time to
than
eat
the
healthy.
background.
This led us to the creation
Just
of
a blur.
Cybele,
Just a blur
fully
effect.
autonomous garden robot. What sets Cybele apart from other garden robots? Not only can Cybele weed your garden, she can plant the
Other
seeds all by
garden robot?
herself.
This isn't a garden. It's just wood chips. Okay. Considering this is a small plastic box, it moves at like half a
Using
mile a
a
fortnight.
combination of LiDAR and machine vision to navigate, Cybele is able to build a map of the garden area. We've made setup as easy as possible.
This is fine if your garden is like
Place the
3
NFC
foot by 2
markers
foot.
in each corner of the garden area. Then place Cybele in the center.
Oh, and you need.
That's it. You're done with setup.
That thing is not working at all.
Since Cybele uses machine
It's so
learning
slow.
powered by TensorFlow Lite, she doesn't need any extra guards or protectors to distinguish between desired plants and weeds.
Those strawberries are going to be destroyed in no time.
Sterling
Yeah.
Robotics has worked hard to develop a quality robotic platform for your home
Also,
and garden. Now we need your help
Is it
to bring the
waterproof?
joys of homegrown
What if
food
there's any
to
wildlife that
everyone.
come and destroy it? So this has already received. That was
Okay, well,
that was an abrupt ending.
that was very abrupt. I was like, okay, so trying to tell me on it more, and they're like, nah, fam, that's it. We've sold you. Bye.
You know everything you need to know.
Do you know what? Do you know what's really bad about that? There was a trailer. It was a good trailer, but the one thing I came away with it was they said other smart garden robots. So now I want to go and look up other smart garden robots and figure out what other ones there are. Because if they are not the only one, what other ones are there? Is there one that's better than you?
No, nothing's better than Cybele, even though it's clearly Sybil. This has already made a fair bit of its funding. It's got like just under 2,500 of its 6,500. And
Well, yeah, 'cause us people who love our gardens, such as myself, we can't dedicate a lot of time to it. So if we can buy a Cybele and we can program it to know and love our garden, then we can know that our garden is being well maintained, while we can also look into our other hobbies, such as, I don't know, metal finding, perhaps?
but it's so fucking slow.
It is slow, but
And like, if this is clearly battery powered. Oh wait, no, sorry, it's solar powered. So basically, this isn't going to work in the UK.
unlimited energy unless there's a cloud.
Okay, so like it's quite small, so it can only fit so many seeds, and it's very very slow. I don't like the icon it's got for True Vision. That's a very realistic eyeball, which kind of unsettles me with a robot like this.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Solar and green for letting Cybele, stay outdoors 24/7 to be completely green, even though she's blue. Only using it when she conserves power, only using it when needed. Using the pre-made map of the I love the kind of Terminator-esque view it's got. It's like, detecting weeds, must eliminate weeds. And she's got a fucking blade.
Yeah, it has a blade where it just kills the weeds.
Holy
Just straight up murders weeds.
And also, I love how metal it sounds. The dead plant will fall into the dirt, making sure all its nutrients are returned to the garden. Holy fuck.
I think I've heard that in a metal song once.
Yeah. Sybil lets you know what areas of the garden need water the most. So Sybil's like, you must water these parts of the garden or I'll blade you.
There's always something in these Kickstarters that make me just laugh or chuckle a little bit. And this one is, if we scroll down a little bit, there's the little pins, the little orange pins.
Oh, yeah.
And for each reward tier, they include 4 more pins.
No, it's 4 or more pins. So even at the basic early bird tier, you get at least 4 pins.
Actually, you go for higher, you can get a bigger surface area. So if you got a bigger garden, you have to pay more money.
Actually, I say that. I've actually had a quick look through the reward tiers. All the reward tiers are just 4 pins. The only way you get more pins is if you buy 2, which is the Sybil twins. Which just reminds me of those 2 creepy girls from The Shining. It costs $301 to get it outside the US.
Yeah, there's no way to get the Sybil twins outside the US. That's only US. If you want Sybil twins, get fucked.
Also, sorry. You've heard the term early bird, like for getting the normal ones, for getting it like early in Kickstarter. I've heard of it being early bird and like standard, but this is the first one I've ever seen it being early bird and then late bird. And even then, the late bird still is as limited as... Oh, wait, no. Okay, so like late bird is like the early bird, and the early bird is like the super early bird. I just find it a bit insulting. It's like, yeah, you're late. Where the fuck were you?
Well, it's weird that late bird is there, but early bird is still an option.
Well, early bird's like super early bird, so it's even cheaper by like $25. Sybil uses TensorFlow Lite to preform basic navigation and to learn the difference between weeds and fruit. I doubt this is going to work as perfectly as I think it will, especially with it being this slow. I think it's just going to be a machine that goes around and just cuts everything in your garden.
Yeah, I can see this going horrifically wrong.
And like,
the prototype is terrifying.
if you scroll down and look at the garden time lapse, like that appears to be quite a fair bit of time that it's taking it to move. Was basically around a planter. That's a small quote unquote garden that's going through there. Like, most people I know with gardens have got decent sized gardens. Also, it's just disturbing color coding. Blue, plant directly recognized. Black, general plant detected.
I can just see one of these things being like the plot of an episode of like Midsummer Murders.
It's very much... Also, sorry, I love the built with experience. It looks like they're just teasing it with a flower. They're luring it in. And it looks like a rubber band on top so they can ping it afterwards. Flower is not your friend.
Well, the one before it just straight up looks like something out of Mario Kart. Like, their prototype for this is just like a vehicle from Mario Kart, I swear.
Yeah. Also, I love the timeline. 2018, the idea is born. After much annoyance at gardening, we decided to create a solution. And then spent the next 3 years... You spent 3 years fixing what is a small problem with gardening taking time. This is the case of over-engineering something.
This is the case of I don't want to pay someone else to do it, so I'm going to pay more money than I would have paid someone else to do it to invent something. I then want people to pay more money than if they had to pay someone else to do it.
Like, just hire a gardener. If it's
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. They could have hired a gardener, but they didn't. They made this. And the
They've made
people
a
who
gardener.
buy this could buy a gardener, but they're not. They're buying this.
They've made a garden. They've made Sybil.
Yeah,
Once-
they've made a virtual garden. Oh no, it's not even virtual, is it? It's an actual real one. But
Once a
It's
weed is
just a-
detected, Sybil will drive over it, cutting down the invading plant. This is
it made
metal.
Terminator gardener.
Sybil will learn the problematic areas of the garden, further maximizing battery usage. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong way of wording it. That sounds like to me like it's trying to use as much battery as possible.
Not once under the risks and challenges did they put may cause bodily harm or kill. Like,
Cyber will become mad at you if you do not water the garden appropriately. I mean, especially with that fucking true vision eye, that's extra terrifying. I actively don't want this.
yeah, like this is the wrong kind of bot. This is the bot that Terminator warns us about.
Yeah.
Like, you joke about it, but this genuinely is Terminator technology.
Like,
It's looking up. It's just doing that on plants.
this is
It sees a plant and it goes, "You are safe." It sees a weed and goes, "Time to die."
first garden warfare, then it's going to be like actual warfare.
This is the plot for Plants vs Zombies.
Oh my god.
This is new DLC.
You know what that I'd pay for?
Sybil versus Plants.
Cyborg, fuck's sake.
Sorry, Sybil. Just call it Sybil. Fucking annoying.
You say this, but like we literally can't upload this video now, or else we're going to be on Cyborg's weed list. We're going to be weeded, and our remains will be left to feed the dirt.
Oh no!
If
All those times I spend in my garden, I'm at danger.
Means-
You're fine. You
means-
don't garden as much as me, but I'm. Oof,
you're going to
I'm
have
at
to
risk.
actively be running away from this tiny little blue plastic blocks, which moves at like half a mile an hour.
Is it allowed to leave the garden? Like, if you just leave the garden, is it just like, is it stuck there?
Foiled again.
Darn it! If
by
only
the-
I wasn't confined to this 3x3 box.
Cyborg 2 will be able to leave the garden, in which case humanity's fucked.